thank you. So, the problem we were trying to solve was we started a company, a, a business that is highly capital intensive, which is sports betting. Going by our own local currency, we were going to need somewhere between um, 300 to 500 million naira seed round investment, which I was able to get from local investors, including my current chairman right now. Yeah. We raised that and we actually bootstrapped and with a minimum number of team, we were able to start the business. We developed the platform. We initiated the pilot phase. We did go-to-market strategy properly. We bought some media and we pushed the product. And we saw that we were doing very well. However, having clear understanding of what we have in our pockets, the projection of what we are able to make and our burn rate. I knew that we have a timeline for where we might run into negative cash flow, and that might put us in deep problem because it's cash-based business. I had to quickly go online and search for companies that are good in making pitches, because at times when people don't raise money, it's not just because their business cannot pay back what it hopes to get in terms of investment or loan. It's largely because their story is not well told. So I was looking for the right storyteller that is able to present our case in the best possible ways to potential investors, first within their circle and even people outside their circle. And that was what we were looking for in searching for you. Absolutely. So, first off, it was a period that was very busy for us. If you notice, it always take me a long time to respond to you guys. That's because we are already in production. We were in the middle of launch. We're already selling. We have very limited human resource in terms of members of staff. So every one of us are probably wearing 2, 3, 4 hats. Myself, I'm wearing 2, 3, 4 hats, doing a lot at this point, which is typical for startup. But the first thing you guys did for us was, well, I wasn't sure if you guys have done sports betting before, but because you guys have experience doing this over and over, it was easy for you to understand our story with most minimal guidance from us, right? So we didn't have to stop the project because, hey, this guy couldn't give us feedback on this, or he couldn't give us feedback on that. That was very important to me, that we were working with someone that had deep knowledge of the terrain we are talking about in terms of fundraising and how to tell stories. So you guys have been able to, first of all, understand us with little or no supervision. The second thing that is of interest to me is you guys have also been able to tell our story in a way that aligns or that meets with my desire. Let me put it that way, right? Of course, I'm still looking forward to how investors will receive our stories, right? That is the ultimate validation. But as far as I'm concerned, I've been involved with startups, maybe 4 to 5, 6 startups as founder and innovator, and I've raised funds for those businesses in different capacities. I've seen our pitches from those other parts that raised funds for us, and I've seen yours, and I see that there is clear understanding of our project. There's clear understanding of our situation, and I strongly believe that this storyline should be able to get us what we're looking for. Of course, the ultimate test is when we eventually raise the fund. Okay, so what makes it stand out from other options? Well, for this project particularly, we didn't we only decided to go with one, but like I considered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other companies in the process of request for proposal and selection. Right. What stood out for you guys was, when I spoke to Gorgen, and I saw that it displayed understanding of fundraising and investment, right? Initially, I threw a question out there that do we need to do some valuation? Do we need to know how much the business is worth? But he was of the opinion that, hey, guys, you probably don't need valuation at this stage, at this round. What people do is to just have your pitch ready, build the right story, have your financials ready, and you can make an offer to investors, and hopefully that will go if they feel right about it. And I completely agree, because the numbers we have would not be sufficient to make any serious valuation. If we do, we might be shortchanging ourselves, and it will be laughable in the investment. What I've been involved, like I told you, with investment, so I understand the concept of SAFE, simple agreement for future equity. I've done a few things with Y Combinator. It's a model that they use. So the moment his understanding of our request went through that line, I knew that, okay, this guy has depth and we can give it a try. So what I'll say separates you from other companies in this is how much you've been able to understand what we need, our situation, and how you've been able to display it. And again, now that was before we made the selection. After we made the selection, I've also been enticed with your documentation. I must say, the pitch is succinct. I like it. It's concise. The use of word, you don't have to write 3 lines to pass a message. With a word, you can pass the message of 10 lines, and that is quite one that I like so much. The financial is also quite good. I have deep background of financials. I'm a chartered valuer myself by certification. Of course, I'm not practicing, but yeah, I've went through the financials. They align, the formulas align. They're good. So yeah, that's something I think is an advantage that I see in you. Okay, how best do I answer this question than say, check up on me in a week or two, I have another job for you. I think I like your work. You understand it. What I'm bringing for you is something different. It's also in entertainment, not in sports betting, but it's something different, and I believe you will like it. Hopefully this time I'll get a referral fee from you. What was my aha moment? My aha moment was uh, when I saw the one-pager pitch that you did. I have a lot of one-pagers, and I've always had question around how one-pagers should look, because you want to pass all the information, maybe in the business plan, maybe in the pitch, all in a single page, and you don't want to clog things. You don't want to use a font size of 8 or 9 so that you can just pack things together. Your one-pager slide is a big aha moment for me, because you told the entire story in a page. So I love that. I know, like I said, I knew one-pager exists, but seeing this was quite interesting for me. Was quite interesting for me. So I like that. And I must say, I've worked with a few Indians. Let me tell you, at least I will have worked with India engineers for more than 6 years. I've built a music streaming platform with India's provider. I've built the platform, the sport betting platform, thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, was built by Indian platform providers. So I've also always, the only challenge I have with their software side of things has always been UI, right? User interface. Maybe not so beautiful, but in terms of back end and workability, there is nobody in the world that can beat the technology that I've enjoyed from my Indian partners, right? So even speaking to you, I'd always thought, okay, maybe we're also going to have that UI problem, because I had to go extra mile. But you can see that I didn't have to correct any of your colors. I didn't have to correct how this stuff is looking like, because you seem to got it spot on. So that was a big aha for me as well.